24 all draw with Wigan. And a big crowd inside Headingley tonight, waiting for their heroes to come out. Hull stood out there. Now Kevin Sinfield leads out his Rhinos side. They line up number 18, Gary Connolly, 2, Mark Calderwood, 3, Chris McKenna, 4, Keith Senior, 1, Francis Cummins, 14, Andrew Duneman, and number 6, scored in the last 5 games for the Rhinos, Danny Maguire. The forwards for Leeds, 19, Ryan Bailey, 9, Matt Diskin, 10, Barry McDermott, 11, Dave Furner, returning after being rested last week, 16, Willie Poaching, and number 13, loose forward and captain, Kevin Sinfield. The bench for Leeds, 7, Rob Burrow, 20, Jamie Jones-Buchanan, returning from injury, his first appearance since the Challenge Cup final, number 17, Wayne McDonald, and likely a similar story for number 12, Matt Adamson, returning 3 weeks after the Challenge Cup final. A heroic effort from the big Aussie. But he was desperate to get back out on the field. Duneman controls the ball with his knees, then finds Barry McDermott. There's been heavy rain throughout the day here at Headingley, so much so that the Junior Academy game, which was due to be played earlier on this afternoon, was called off to save the pitch for this big clash. And I've no doubt those wet conditions will have an impact in today's match. Kevin Sinfield kicks early. It's a high one. Horn has to chase back to collect it, and he's met by Mark Calderwood. Great tackle by Calderwood. This is Prescott, the Irish international. Tackle by Calderwood, doubling up. Horn gets the ball away. Ryan Bailey and Willie Poaching in with the tackle quickly. Dean Treaster, the latest signing for Hull FC, arriving from Canola Sharks. A host of former Sharks players out on the field today. One in the Rhinos ranks in Chris McKenna. This is Gary Connolly, up over the 10 before he's tackled by Toa Love. Senior finds Cummins. Cummins up to the 10, up to the 20-metre line. King in with a tackle. Diskin to McDermott, has Maguire outside him. He's eventually pulled down by King, but makes a good 10 metres there. The Leeds prop forward. Ryan Bailey now. The two props working in tandem, moving the ball upfield for the Rhinos. Diskin now finds Maguire, looking for the 40-20 as it is. Well-placed kick. Is it going to run for a 40-20? It's skidding across the surface, but just curls in at the last moment. Keith Senior in with the chase. Andrew Duneman's there as well, and Duneman and Senior double up. Good kick chase there from Leeds. Ryan Bailey and Matt Diskin charge Adam Meyer back there. Treaster tackled by Bailey. This is Greenhill, brought down just over the 10-metre line. This is a great defensive set by Leeds. Treaster, tackled by Senior. Last tackle now for Leeds, a great defensive set from the Rhinos. Kick comes in from Cook, goes downfield. Knock on by Gary Connolly. A rare slip by Gary Connolly. Gets particularly warm applause from the Hull fans who remember back to the cup game here when a high tackle by Gary Connolly prevented a certain try for Hull FC. The Rhinos went on to win that game and went on to reach the Challenge Cup final. That 41-18 victory for the Rhinos was certainly a high point of the early part of the season, and Hull will be looking to readjust the balance here today. This is Coey Love. Finds Tony Smith. Dummies twice, then gets the ball through. Quality pass there from Tony Smith. Treaster. Short pass onto Paul King there. Paul King not happy with his hookup. He thought he was the dummy runner. Barry McDermott now drives it at Treaster. Treaster, good body angles, pulls down the Leeds prop. Gary Connolly now looking to make amends, tackled by Sean Ryan on the 40-metre line. Diskin finds Fern, his first touch. He's brought down there by Paul Cook on the halfway line. Diskin down the short side with Duneman onto Senior. Senior brought down on the 40-metre line. Diskin finds Fern, has Bailey outside him, passes it onto the prop now, and he's brought down 35 out from the higher line. It's the last tackle now for the Rhinos. Danny Maguire stabs the kick through. It's come off a Hull man. Or was it knocked forward? Steve Ganson says first knock on was from Hull, and so it's Leeds head and feed on the 30-metre line. Good option there from Danny Maguire in these slippery conditions, just stabbing the ball into the ground. Coming up, bouncing up towards the shins, difficult to catch, as it proved. Duneman looking for the run around of Senior. Senior, well tackled there by Yeaman on the 30-metre line. Duneman onto Poacher, he steps and is well tackled by Treaster. Diskin finds Sinfield, has McDermott outside him, drops the ball into McDermott. McDermott's charging through, he's looking for the offload, he's eventually brought down 5 metres out. Diskin at dummy half, finds Sinfield, Sinfield running up the line, gets the ball out to Furner, it's popped out of Furner's hands, off the fingers, and now it's a counter-attack. Good run in there from Colin Best. Made over 20 metres for his team. This is Sean Ryan. He's tackled by Kevin Sinfield. And quickly Hull turn defence into attack. Corey Love finds King. He runs at Bailey, who pulls him down. Treaster. Ball from Chris Chester. Mark Calderwood kicks through. Knock on by Chester. So Leeds will get head and feed to the scrum. Smart work by Tony Smith. Catches Danny Maguire from the base of the scrum. This is Gary Connolly. Corey Love up closely on him. Bit of an altercation at the scrum. Chris McKenna leads, losing the momentum with the scrappiness there. Connolly stepping back inside, looking for a half break, gets up to the 30-metre line. Good running from the Leeds fullback. Diskin misses out Bailey, finds Maguire. Maguire stepping inside, pulled down by Greenhill. This is Sinfield. Sinfield stepping back inside, gets the ball back to Treaster. Maguire couldn't handle it. Furness kicked it back. It's the last tackle by Leeds. There's no knock on. Duneman kicks through. It's just going to bounce away from the attacking Leeds player. No, Mark Calderwood does brilliantly. Just stretch out an arm and pull down Horn. Great work by the Leeds winger, and he doubles up. Fantastic defensive work by Leeds. Poaching and Sinfield in there as well. Bailey and McDermott, the two props working in tandem. Duneman and Senior in with a tackle. Treaster now finds Sean Ryan. He spins off the tackle of Furner, but Keith Senior's there to complete. And again, Leeds are close. It's the last tackle. Treaster gets it back inside of Tony Smith, who eventually kicks downfield. This will be going for a 40-20, and he gets it. A great kick there from Tony Smith. Spinning around and managing to get a big boot on it. Gary Connolly couldn't get across, skidding on the wet surface. And that means that Hull, from being trapped inside 30 metres of their own line, are inside the Leeds 20. McDermott and Craig Greenhill being called out by Steve Ganson. Cook onto Corey Love. He tries to go around Connolly, then gets the ball away to Yeaman. McKenna needs to make the tackle. He's stepping underneath McKenna and Connolly. 9 minutes gone, 0-0 the score. Corey Love finds Paul King, runs at Kevin Sinfield. Poaching, works in with the Leeds captain. Treaster finds Tony Smith, gets the ball out wide. This is good work from Hull, it's gone out wide, this will be a try. Try for Colin Best in the corner. Steve Ganson awards it. Just 10 minutes gone, and Hull get the opening score of the game, working it from left to right, and Colin Best all coming from the 40-20, won by Tony Smith, using that position to grind out. Element of crossing in the try as you look on the big screen, but referee not interested. From the touchline, Prescott having taken over kicking duties since the horrific injury to Matt Crowther at Castleford a couple of weeks ago. Now Prescott looking to add the extras. He's certainly got it high enough. Has he got the distance? He has indeed. And 6-0 to Hull FC. 11 minutes gone. So Kevin Sinfield to get the game back underway. Sinfield goes high. It'll drop 2 metres out from the Hull line. This is Greenhill, runs up Poaching, and McKenna. Treaster finds King. King tackled by Sinfield. Bailey's in there as well. Leeds showing the same defensive qualities they showed at London last week, but Hull able to capitalise on the 40-20, and in conditions like this it is going to be the team that capitalise on the opportunities that will win the game. Going for another 40-20. This is Cook. It's going to hold up unless it takes an almighty diversion. It doesn't. Francis Cummins picks it up. And he's tackled 18 out from his own line. Connolly has Keith Senior outside him, takes it up himself. Tackled by Treaster. Sean Ryan in there as well. Mark Calderwood in centre field, runs at Paul King, and Greenhill pulled down by Sean Ryan. Diskin to Bailey. Barry McDermott now. Slips the ball back to Diskin. Then it's on to Willie Poach, and he has Kevin Sinfield outside him. Sinfield steps inside, but Yeaman and Chester are there to wrap him up. Last tackle now for Leeds. Connolly finds Dooneman. There's plenty of pressure on Dooneman, so he kicks low and kicks the touch. So Tony Smith will look to feed the scrum here. This is Yeaman, pulled down. 28 out from his own line. This is Sean Ryan. Treaster. Tackled by Diskin. This is Horn. Gets the ball back inside. This is Greenhill, brought down just shy of the halfway line. Hull having made 30 metres on the drive. Tony Smith kicks through. It's going to go dead from Tony Smith. Touch judge comes running on, Steve Ganson. Ryan Bailey. Jumped to block the ball, kicked by Tony Smith. Steve Ganson. He witnessed the block. He said that Ryan Bailey was fine. Well, credit where credit's due to the referee. Plenty of bad things said about referees, by including myself in that. But backed himself there. Willie Poaching. Tackled by King. Driven backwards. Great defence by the Hull FC defence. Diskin finds McDermott. He runs over the top of Dean Treaster. This is Duneman looking for the 40-20. Is it going to go? No, just bounces the wrong side of the 20-metre line. So, not sure if Dean Treaster was aware of Barry McDermott before this game, having only arrived a couple of weeks ago from Australia. He'll certainly be aware of him now, as he ran right over the top of the Hull hooker. Corey Love. Bailey and Sinfield in with a tackle. Brings down Mayer. This is Greenhill. He's tackled by Diskin, Sinfield and McDermott. Paul King on the charge. Good tackle by Kevin Sinfield. Tony Smith spinning in the tackle. Gone away from Bailey as the rain gets heavier here at Headingley. Credit to both sides, the amount of completions there have been. Big high kick. This will test Gary Connolly. Coming down with the rain on it. Connolly collects it. Dummies to Calderwood, then gets pulled down. Calderwood finds McKenna. This is where Hull will want to play the game, inside the Leeds quarter, with the rain teeming down. Mark Calderwood now, driving it up, tackled by King and Ryan. Worked hard in the tackle there, Mark Calderwood. Matt Adamson back on. Wayne McDonald's on as well. Danny Maguire going for a 40-20. Chase is on. Cummins is there, but it's just going to bounce into touch. So Adamson playing in the front row today. Him, Wayne McDonald, coming on for McDermott and Bailey.
6 points to Hull early in the game.
Well, now Adamson will pack down for the first time. Duneman slipped out the tackle. Poaching there to shut the gate. This is Mayer, brought down by Adamson. Treaster finds King. McDonald and Diskin in with a tackle. McDonald, of course, playing against his former club, another one of his former clubs. Treaster gets the ball away to Tony Smith. He kicks downfield. Gary Connolly allows it to bounce and then picks it up eventually 4 metres out from his own line. Running back, skips past the tackle of Treaster, but Chris Chester is there to pull him down. Former teammates at Wigan. This is Calderwood. Tackled by Corey Love and Tony Smith. Senior going down the main stand side, flips the ball back inside to Duneman. He's under close attention from Tony Smith. Hull tenacious in defence. Wayne McDonald now, his first move upfield. Matt Adamson now. Adamson storming up over the 40-metre line, brought down. The last tackle now for Leeds. Kevin Sinfield, he's dropped the ball, Poachin picks it up. Slipped out of the hands of Kevin Sinfield, and that means it'll be turnover inside the Leeds half. Injury in back play for Hull. Looks like Tony Smith is it down injured. This is Greenhill. Tony Smith unable to move. Sean Ryan, tackled by Andrew Duneman. Clock stop now. Tony Smith in the middle of the Leeds defensive line. Tony Smith limping off, sad sight to see, especially if you're a Hull FC fan. And gets a warm round of applause. Now, can Hull get themselves a second score? Trista goes down the short side. There's space here if they can use it. Coe Love steps back inside, but Keith Senior and Andrew Duneman are there to wrap him up. Trista finds Cook, kicks to the corner. Maguire and Calderwood are there. Calderwood's knocked it back to Kevin Sinfield, but Kevin Sinfield penalised for being offside. So 21 minutes gone, and Steve Prescott has the chance to extend his side's lead. Not a lot Kevin Sinfield could have done there. The ball came flying at him. So Prescott now slotted one in from the main stand touchline side, so this is certainly a lot easier in terms of distance. Prescott slots it straight between the uprights and makes the score 8-0 to the visitors. Sinfield now, again high kick coming down in the wet conditions. This is Greenhill, tackled by Ferner and Senior. Trista finds Sean Ryan, he charges at Andrew Duneman, who pulls him down on the 20-metre line. Cook, well, it's Colin Best rather, comes in, tackled by Ferner, throws him to the ground. Greenhill in centre field. Good tackle by Sinfield and McKenna. Kicking early again. Chris Chester kicking downfield. Gary Conley allows the ball to bounce, then fields it. Not taking any chance in the wet condition. Trista trips him onto the 20-metre line. Going low. This is Calderwood. Tackled by King and Ryan. Driven back. And then does well to turn and move away. This is Wayne McDonald driving it up, tackled by Cook, up to the 30-metre line. This is Keith Senior stepping inside, gets the ball back to Diskin, on to Adamson. Adamson didn't have any real momentum as he took that ball, but makes a good 5 metres. Diskin to Sinfield. Sinfield drops the inside ball to Poaching. He's brought down just shy of the halfway line. This is the last tackle now for the Rhinos. Diskin finds Sinfield. He kicks straight down the middle. Fullback had come to the south stand side. Maguire is there with the chase with Ferner. Maguire needs to make the tackle and does. Mayer gets the ball to Colin Best, who's come off his wing looking for work. Mark Calderwood's there with the tackle, looking to drag him to touch but couldn't get there. Prescott from dummy half runs at Adamson and Diskin. Chester kicking downfield again, bounces straight into the arms of Gary Connolly. Connolly, this whole chase is absolutely superb. Every time they kick downfield, it's clearly a game ploy that they've worked on in practice extensively for this game, because every time the kick's gone in, there's been at least 5 Hull men on the chase. A half break by McDonald. Diskin now finds Sinfield, onto McKenna. McKenna looking for the runner Calderwood, but he's pulled down. 33 out from the Hull line. Tackle spare for Leeds. Sinfield onto Poaching, looking for runners. He's brought down. 25 out from the Hull line. Last tackle now for Leeds. What are the options here? Goes to Maguire. Maguire throws it out to Duneman. Duneman kicks high into the corner. Cummins is chasing. Cummins is picked up. It's bounced out. Horn hasn't picked it up. It's kicked into touch. Now, did Francis Cummins touch this ball? In which case it was a knock-on, and it'll be Hull head and feed, or have Hull just kicked it out into touch? No, it's a penalty. So similar to the penalty that was given against Kevin Sinfield earlier. Same outcome again. Dave Ferner now. Can this Hull defence hold strong? Quick play the ball. Adamson going for the line. He's going to be held up a metre short. Hull there in numbers, defending well. Diskin, drop off ball to Wayne McDonald. Wayne McDonald powering for the line. Can't make any more yards. Diskin finds Maguire. Maguire stepping, flips the ball back to Adamson. Adamson puts the foot down, still looking to get through. Leeds losing metres on the drive, but finding space to attack. Duneman now. Duneman finds Francis Cummins. He has to come in from the touchline. Last tackle now. Hull have survived 5 tackles. Can they survive another and come away from their line intact? Diskin, no, picked up by Hull, and they survive. Great work in defence from Hull. Nearly a suicide ball there. Leeds penalised. Greenhill. Tackle by Poaching and Adamson. McDonald in with the tackle. Graham Horn pushed back by Wayne McDonald. This is King, brought down by Poaching and Diskin. Trista gets the ball away. This is Graham Horn, flips the ball back inside to Richard Horn. He's tackled by Diskin. Great ball there from Graham Horn. Trista finds Chester. Chester inside ball. Richard Horn kicks across. Francis Cummins underneath it. Colin Best is chasing. Francis Cummins has chopped it. Corey Love's going for the line. Will he get into touch? He's thrown it backwards. Another set of 6 for Hull. 11 metres out from the Leeds line. Adamson, big shot on Sean Ryan. Sean Ryan's down, injured. But Adamson, big hit there. As the rain continues to pound down on Headingley. It was the initial hit off Adamson, and then Dave Furner coming in over the top. Sean Ryan back to his feet, just regathering his breath. King. Tackled by Dooneman. Hull going for the line. This is Koa Love. Well tackled. Danny Maguire going for the line. Now Hull, can Leeds pass the defensive test? Graham Horn stepping back inside, tackled by Adamson and McDonald. Needs to lock the ball up, does in the end. Within 5 metres now, Hull. It's the last tackle. Treaster finds Richard Horn. Richard Horn stabs the kick through. Calderwood's there. Calderwood flicks it back to Connolly. Connolly just gets away. Sinfield onto Chris McKenna, the big centre, looking to make the hard yards, flips the ball back inside. Dooneman's lost control of the ball. Sean Ryan was chasing back, and this was a catalogue of errors by the Rhinos. 30 minutes gone. It looks like Dooneman's rescued the situation. Initially tried to knock it out of play, but did ground the ball, so it would be a dropout. So Kevin Sinfield to drop out. Kicks it so that it skids across the ground as it reaches the intended receiver. This is Greenhill, tackled by Poaching and Wayne McDonald. Treaster finds Chester, onto King. He drives at Kevin Sinfield. Graham Horns knocked it on. Frustrated with himself. Knew that Hull had a great attacking opportunity there. Less than 10 minutes to go in the first half. Still the Rhinos to get a score on the board. Gareth Carvell on the sidelines looking to get on. Former Rhino. Andrew Dooneman's knocked it on though. First tackle. This is Colin Best. Rob Burrows on now for the Rhinos, replacing Matt Diskin. Treaster, tackled by Kevin Sinfield. Horn gets the ball onto Cook. Ball's come out, knocked by Kevin Sinfield. It's another set of 6. The new ruling not applicable there. Steve Ganson presuming that Kevin Sinfield was playing for that ball. This is Horn, tackled by Furner. Treaster now, can Leeds hold out? Never mind getting a score on the board. Goes that wide, Cummins needs to make this tackle on Koa Love. It's gone out to Colin Best. He's knocked it on though, and Kevin Sinfield picks it up. Connolly gets the ball back to Furner. Furner onto Poaching. Poaching ducks under the first tackle, driving it upfield. Great work by the Samoan. Up to the 20-metre line. Connolly now. Burrow finds Adamson. Oh, these conditions well suited to Rob Burrow. Slipping under tackles if he can. Here he goes, looking for a gap, but he slips on the turf instead. Dooneman wanting to make amends for the last 2 mistakes. Koa Love, high shot. Touch judge on straight away. Towie Koa Love penalised for the high shot. 7.5 minutes remaining in the half. Well, it wasn't just one high shot by Towie Koa Love. Went in first and then gave Andrew Dooneman a bit of a facial on the way down. Furner spinning in the tackle. 16 out from the Hull line. Leeds need to complete this set of 6. Maguire looking for the run of McDermott, who's just come back on. McDermott pulled down, 6 metres short. Rob Burrow finds Sinfield. Sinfield had to stop to take the pass. Looking for the run of Connolly. Connolly stepping away from one tackle. Gets it out to Chris McKenna. Inside to Mark Calderwood. He's looking for a half bait. Finds Maguire. It's open up in front for Maguire. And he slipped as he tried to step inside. Sinfield to Duneman. On to Furner. Furner's a big gap in front of him. Kick goes through. Francis Cummins is there. Did he get the touchdown before Colin Best? Well, it'll go to the video ref. It was between Cummins and Best. The ball shot out, but it will do in these conditions. Checking for the onside first of all from the kick of Furner. Can't tell anything from the initial camera angle. Now, was it knocked out by Colin Best or a knock on by Francis Cummins if they haven't grounded it? In which case, if it's Best, it'll be a dropout. So 20-metre restart. Referee still on the goal line. Quick play the ball by Carvel. Sean Ryan well tackled by Willie Poaching. Andy Last rather. Cook gets the ball on to Horn, Graham Horn that is. Bailey and McDermott get the tackle in. Last tackle now on Richard Horn. Last gets the ball away, kick goes through. Mark Calderwood's chasing back for it. He eventually takes it 15 out from his own line, tries to go round Prescott. He's got round Prescott. Now he needs to stay in the field of play. And he can't. Kirk Yeaman pulling Calderwood into touch. Kevin Sinfield comes across to have a word with Calderwood. He'd gone round Prescott, and but for an extra effort by Yeaman. So 8-0 it remains, 5 minutes remaining in the half. Graham Horn feeds the scrum, Chester gets it out to Cook. This is Richard Horn, driven back by Duneman. Cook onto Greenhill, gets the ball away to Graham Horn. He's brought down, 36 out from the Leeds line. Carvel, well tackled by Willie Poaching, driven backwards. Willie Poaching appealing for the knock-on. Last gets the ball away, kick goes through. Prescott's chasing it through. Calderwood's there, gets it back to Connolly, but Connolly can't get out the in goal. Penalty though, Prescott offside. All right. Mark Calderwood, the penalty, not for offside for Prescott, taking Calderwood out without the ball. Brian McDermott takes it upfield. Rob Burrow finds Ryan Bailey, the Leeds prop forwards, doing the hard yards. Rob Burrow onto Maguire, misses out Connolly to find Duneman, and onto Keith Senior. Senior trying to step through the tackle. Furner slips the ball out the back to Connolly. This is Bailey in centre field. Bailey busts through the first tackle. Bailey against the fullback, has Kevin Sinfield outside him, takes the tackle. Sinfield's at dummy half. Sinfield back inside to McDermott, flips the ball back to Burrow. Burrow tackled by Richard Horn. Maguire, Leeds have numbers out wide if they use it. Kick goes through. Francis Cummins collects it. Driving upfield, he's brought down 5 metres short. Hull have defended for their lives every time Leeds have attacked. Ball goes back. This is Graham Horne. Needs to be tackled. He is by Keith Senior. Last. Tackled by Sinfield and Duneman. 2.5 minutes remain in the half. Colin Best kicks through. Gary Connolly's there, controls it with the boot, then takes it up. Fancies his chances against Best, goes around the outside of him, but Best is able to step on the gas to catch him. Maguire onto Cummins. Cummins looking for a half break, tackled by Carvel. Burrow finds Sinfield. Sinfield onto McKenna. McKenna driving it up, looking for the bust through the tackle. Burrow looking to skip under the tackles, brought down by Carvel. Sinfield finds Maguire. Maguire onto Duneman. Drops inside ball to Furner. Furner onto Maguire. Maguire's got the fullback to beat. Maguire pulled down. Last tackle now for Leeds. Burrow at dummy half. Finds Sinfield. Sinfield finds Bully Poaching. Poaching chips the kick through. Will it be too strong? It will be. And so Hull, with 1.5 minutes remaining, look as if they'll go into half-time, certainly with a lead, and they'll have last chance to try and extend that lead. Last. Finds Greenhill. Last. Gets the ball out to Graham Horne. He's brought down. Carvel, tackled by Bailey and McDermott, gets the ball back. So knock on though by Carvel. The reception committee of Bailey and McDermott will give the Rhinos one last chance at the Hull line. And one of the Hull players goes down as if he was shot. Craig Greenhill, and makes a miraculous recovery. 30 seconds remaining. Duneman kicks through, chases on. Calderwood's there, it's Prescott v Calderwood. It bounces away from Prescott. Can Calderwood get to it? Both players have gone crashing into the advertising hoardings, but thankfully both have got up. Now, did Mark Calderwood get the touchdown on this? Chasing through. This will certainly be the end of the first half. Looks as if he's bounced the ball, Mark Calderwood. Either way, it was on the line. And so that will be the end of the first half. So the Rhinos having 2 tries fairly disallowed by the video ref. 15 seconds remaining in the half. Graham Horne, tackled by Andrew Duneman. Greenhill gets through the initial tackle, then pulled down by Senior, and that's a half-time hooter. 8-0 Hull FC lead, thanks to a try from Colin Best and 2 goals from Steve Prescott. Well, whilst both teams have been in the dressing room, the heavens have absolutely opened here at Headingley. It's easing off slightly now, but the poor kids who played at half-time were drenched through. And that will mean that an already sodden surface is absolutely saturated now. So Leeds made no changes from the team that finished the first half. And likewise with Hull. Leeds find themselves trailing for the second home game running. 8-0 this time. Came back to draw that game against Wigan in the last home game, 24-all. Not quite such a mountain to climb, but given the conditions, those 8 points could prove as difficult to claw back. Poaching. Tackle with McKenna. This is Last. Andy Last ducking under the tackle of Ryan Bailey initially, but he was able to pull him down. Richard Horn looks to get the offload away. Well tackled by Bailey and McDermott. Cook kicks through, his boots come off. Fielded by Francis Cummins. Cummins looking for a gap. Tackled by Coelove. Connolly steps round to the south stand side and anchored himself down so he didn't get pulled into touch. Keith Senior stepping back inside. Tackled by Graham Horn, but Andy Last went high. So it's a penalty to Leeds. Keith Senior feeling the effects of that. Andrew Duneman kicks downfield, straight up at the Sky commentary team. Andrew Duneman gives his review of the Sky team of Eddie Hemmington, Steve-O. By kicking the ball straight at them. This is Danny Maguire, drop inside ball to Barry McDermott. He's knocked it on though. Cook gets the ball away. This is Richard Horn, steps through their first tackle. Gary Connolly slows him down enough for Kevin Sinfield to pull him down. So Hull get the ball on the halfway line through Gareth Carvel now. They make an extra 10 metres. Last finds Greenhill. Doing a lot of work, the big Aussie prop. Not gone off as yet. Last finds Richard Horn, gets the ball away to Chester. Inside ball to Adam Marr. He's pulled down. 29 out from the Leeds line. Gareth Carvel pulled down by Willie Poaching. Last close to the short side. Inside ball. Chester tackled by Willie Poaching. Balls come out though. Knocked on by Chester as he hit the deck. So Danny Maguire feeds the scrum. Chris McKenna runs it up. Tackled and driven backwards to the 10. Poor angles by Leeds in the tackle. Dave Ferner now bumps out of the first tackle. Hull being able to drive Leeds back in tackles. They need to get to the ground quickly. This is Duneman. Good work by Duneman, making sure that he got the positive result. Lying on his belly so he could get the quick play of the ball. This is Bailey, held down by Graham Horn. Kevin Sinfield going for a 40-20. As it is, it'll run out of play. So Leeds will settle for that. A tap on the 20 gets them well outside of their own territory. Matt Diskin has returned at half-time. Rob Burrow back to the bench. Greenhill tackled by Sinfield. Leeds will be looking to contain Hull down here, try and force an error. This is Carvel, tackled by Poaching and Sinfield. '24 is Kirk Yeaman, making good yards. Lost the ball though. Youngster will be disappointed with himself there. Big hit from Poaching and Diskin, and just couldn't have the strength to hold on to the ball as he was going towards the deck. Kevin Sinfield now finds Andrew Duneman. Duneman going to step through the tackle, but he's well marshalled. Sinfield, drop off ball to Ferner. Ferner has Keith Senior at Senior. Senior juggles with it initially and is then pulled down by Coelove. Cummins finds McDermott. McDermott onto Diskin in centre field. Diskin steps back through. Not often you see Matt Diskin in open play. Does well to make a good 8 metres there. Duneman finds Maguire. Maguire running at the line. Inside ball to Poaching. Poaching, the gap opens up in front of him. Chester's lost hold of him. Poaching going for the line. Does he get it down? Ball's come backwards. Danny Maguire's pulled down. Connolly, Sinfield, Hull up quickly. Duneman picks it up off his toes, kicks through. Francis Cummins has it now, finds Keith Senior. Senior looking for a gap. Fires the ball back inside. Cohen Love tries to pick it up, he does do. And Francis Cummins is there to tackle. Best into centre field, tackled by Bailey and Ferner. Last gets the ball away to Greenhill. Graham Horn now stepping back inside. Bailey looked as if he'd lost the man, but pulled it out. Ball's come out again. Ryan Bailey is having a storm of a game for the Rhinos. Big hits, forcing mistakes. That's the second one of this second half. Had a couple of big hits in the first half as well. Growing in stature every game he plays, Ryan Bailey. Sinfield finds Connolly. He has Chris McKenna outside him, but he's well tackled. The whole defence up very quickly throughout this game so far. Chris McKenna now, can he make a half break? He's pulled down, 35 out from the Hull line. Maguire onto Sinfield. Sinfield drop off ball to Barry McDermott. He's tackled by Last and Carvel. Diskin finds Sinfield onto Doonerman. Cohen Love up very quickly on Doonerman. Cook's there as well, and Leeds are driven back to the 40-metre line. Sinfield finds Ferner. Ferner stepping back inside, taking his team forward. Last tackle now for the Rhinos. Senior finds Doonerman. Doonerman kicks through, it's gone high, it's going to drop on the 20-metre line. Mark Calder was there, Prescott takes it first time though. He's 15 out from his own line. Leeds will look to force an error here if they can. Ryan Bailey's there again with Mark Calderwood. Ryan Bailey penalised for flicking the knees in. Didn't appear to be much in it, but it was well milked by Kirk Yeaman. So Hull able to clear their lines. Last has the ball, finds Carvel. He runs at Sinfield, who eventually pulls him down along with Chris McKenna. Greenhill push backwards. Still 8-0 the score. Only the one try in the game. Graham Horn trying to change that, but he's well tackled by Barry McDermott. Chester chips through, picked up by Willie Poachin. Poachin tries to duck under the tackle, but Chester is able to collect him on the way through. Diskin finds McDermott. McDermott driving it up to the halfway line now. Diskin finds Connolly. Connolly has runners outside him. Takes it up to the 40-metre line. Maguire to Doonerman. Doonerman coming back into centre field, looking for a runner. Makes it 35 out from the Hull line. Diskin, inside ball to Matt Adamson. Adamson supported by Wayne McDonald, the two returning. Diskin finds McDonald. McDonald charging it at the Hull defence, trying to find a chink in the armour. Diskin finds Doonerman. It's the last tackle. Leeds, little chip kick through. Kevin Sinfield is chasing it through, and Steve Prescott boots it out. Safety first from the Hull winger, and Leeds get their first double set on Hull of the game. And it was when Hull managed to get back-to-back sets of 6 from the 40-20 by Tony Smith, who's no longer on the field when they got their try. Gareth Carvel going off, King returning. Now Leeds need to make the most of this opportunity. Ferner controls it initially with his boot, then collects the ball, drives it up, tackled by Sean Ryan. Diskin finds Adamson. He's tackled by King, fresh on. Diskin to Sinfield. Sinfield, drop off ball to Chris McKenna. He comes into traffic, but he's able to make another couple of metres. Diskin at dummy half. Finds Maguire. He has McDonald outside him. Goes the other way though with Matt Adamson. Adamson within 10 metres of the Hull line. Maguire stabs the kick through. It's come off the shins. Duneman, it's play on. So this is the last tackle now for Leeds. Diskin finds Sinfield. Sinfield, little stab kick through. It's bounced out. Can Willie Poaching score? Willie Poaching, has he lost control of it? The ball squirmed out. Richard Horn was at fullback. He couldn't take it. Came off his knees, then off the boots of Mark Calderwood. And then Willie Poaching tried to pick it up rather than just put his hand down on it. But does he lose control of the ball? It appears he does. And so the Rhinos will have their third try ruled out by the video ref. Well, if Willie Poaching had just put his hand down on the ball, he tries to pick it up. Does he have control of it as he grounds the ball? Try for the Rhinos. Well, I apologise to Willie for my lack of faith. He has a smile on his face. Good kick through from Kevin Sinfield, asking questions of the Hull defence. Chris Chester to get the game back underway. Kicks to the corner. It's fielded by Matt Diskin. Takes it up himself. Tackled by Toa Love. Ball's popped out though, and Paul King has it. He's tackled by Wayne McDonald. Leeds immediately under pressure. Greenhill gets away from the tackle of Wayne McDonald. Andrew Duneman's in the tackle, as is Matt Diskin. Greenhill still going though. Last gets the ball away to King. Last goes to the main stand side. This is Chris Chester, runs at Danny Maguire, well tackled by Maguire. Hull have a roll on though. Sean Ryan going for the line. Leeds have to hold firm. They concede straight away here. They'll be kicking themselves. King, it's the last tackle now. Treaster, little stab kick through. It's picked up by Matt Diskin, and Treaster pulls his opposite number down. Maguire onto Matt Adamson. Adamson charging through up to the 20-metre line. High shot from King. King pleads innocence, said he was going in with the shoulder. As it was, Matt Adamson was able to step away from the initial hit that King was looking to take, and it wasn't as serious as it could have been. Duneman leads on a roll now. This is Dave Furner. They need to score, the Rhinos, to get themselves level. Maguire onto McDonald. Hull up very quickly again. Treaster with the tackle. This is Sinfield. Sinfield looking for a gap. Pulled down, 22 metres short. Maguire onto Duneman. Duneman, drop off ball to Dave Furner. Furner stepping back inside. Tried to get the ball back inside to Maguire. Knock on. Toa Love picks up. Colin Best. Pulled down by Senior and McDonald. Treaster gets the ball onto Greenhill. He's tackled by Matt Adamson. This is King. Gets out the initial tackle of Poaching. but he's then pulled down by Matt Diskin. Chester driving it out, gets the ball inside. This is Sean Ryan, tackled by Kevin Sinfield. Chester puts the foot down, tackled by Wayne McDonald. This will be the last tackle. Leeds mustn't give away a penalty. They don't. Cook kicks through. It's a high one, but it's going to drop straight down to Gary Connolly, who fields the kick, then runs it back. Southdown appeals for a flop by Graham Horn. This is Mark Calderwood. Matt Adamson now on the charge. Runs at Toa Corey Love. Brought down on the 30-metre line. Wayne McDonald couldn't really get a momentum up to stop to take the pass. Diskin to Sinfield. Sinfield looking for the 40-20. Kicks early. Is he going to get it? Just going to bounce the wrong side, but it won't run dead. And the chase is on. Prescott has to get round Calderwood, and he can't. Great chase by Mark Calderwood. And good work there by Richard Horn. Stepped away from the tackle of Calderwood. Willie Poacham was there. 24 is Kirk Yeaman, up to the 20-metre line. Lee's looking to force the error from Hull. This is Colin Best. Gets away from the tackle of Maguire. Chester. Tackle by Matt Diskin. Last tackle now. Horn juggles with the ball. It loses his time, so he'll have to just kick downfield outside of his 40 when he eventually reclaimed the ball. Gary Connolly takes his time, then looks for the gap up to the 30-metre line. Keith Senior now, short of the 40-metre line. Doonerman finds Adamson. Adamson has made a big impact since coming on. This is Sinfield. Sinfield looking to get the ball away, finds Willie Poaching. Wayne McDonald now, can he make the break? Up to the 40-metre line. It's the last tackle now. No, there's one more to go. Kevin Sinfield kicks through. Calderwood chases through. Is it going to hold up in goal? It is. Horn, did he have to play it out? He did. And so Leeds get another repeat set of 6. Great kick from Kevin Sinfield, perfectly weighted. Willie Poaching, the Leeds try scorer, goes off. Jamie Jones Buchanan comes on. Steve Gadsden signals time off as Hull take a while. It's bounced off the hand of Matt Diskin. Danny Maguire picks it up, runs at the Hull defence. Pulled down, 33 out. This is Jamie Jones Buchanan, his first touch since coming on. Makes it up to the 20-metre line. Good run in there from the Leeds second rower. Diskin, inside ball to Adamson. Adamson pushes off the first tackle. Still going, Matt Adamson. 6 metres short of the Hull line. Diskin going for the line himself, is he? Gets the ball away. It's picked up by Sinfield. Onto Chris McKenna. Chris McKenna scores. And the Rhinos have tied the ball game up. 8 points apiece on the hour mark. And great work there from the Rhinos, especially Matt Adamson, his charge upfield. And then the work of Diskin onto Sinfield, Sinfield to McKenna, and McKenna skidded over in the corner to bring the scores level at 8 points apiece. So it's as close as you like, 8 points apiece, 18 minutes to go. So similar to the Wakefield game here, the Wigan game here, the game at Castleford. And of course, in 2 of those games, the man who fielded that kickoff, Andrew Doonerman, was the winner. Paul Cook called out by Steve Ganson for the high shot, a continual problem. Steve Ganson has now warned Paul King and Paul Cook. Now, will this kick go out? It does eventually. Andrew Duneman turns into a fantastic kick, but he'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Maguire onto Adamson. Adamson, well tackled by the Hull defence. By Treaster it was. Diskin to McDonald, charges up King, still going, eventually felled by Mayer. Diskin to Sinfield. Sinfield pulled down, 8 metres short. Diskin at dummy half. Gets the ball away to Maguire. On to Duneman. Duneman has Ferner outside him. Drops the ball inside. It opens up for Dave Ferner. Ferner going for the line. Is he going to make it? No. Driven back there by Graham Horn. He was over the line 1 minute, then caught Maguire. He's wrapped up by the markers. Last tackle now for Leeds. Kevin Sinfield chicks the little kick through. Jamie Jones is chasing there. Need to be caught in goal. Good work by Chris McKenna. Excellent work by the Leeds defence. Great kick from Sinfield. Great chase by Jamie Jones, Buchanan, Chris McKenna and Mark Calderwood. Well, this fantastic power by Dave Ferner dragged himself over the line, but then great defence by Hull to pull him back. Gary Conley controls the ball with his boot, then drives it back upfield. Up over the 40-metre line before he meets contact with Colin Best. Francis Cummins at dummy half. Finds Keith Senior. Senior looking to find a hole in that Hull defence. Diskin to Maguire. Maguire dummies one way, then goes the next with McDonald. McDonald well tackled. 22 out from the Hull line now, Leeds. Penalty to Leeds. Paul Cook comes over. Tell the referee to have a look at the big screen. Swinging arm. Penalised. 15 minutes to go. Kevin Sinfield with this penalty attempt to give Leeds the lead. Matt Diskin comes off. Big effort from the Leeds hooker. Rob Burrow on. Kevin Sinfield kicks the penalty. 10 points to 8, the Rhinos lead. The first time they've led this evening at Headingley. They were 8-0 down at half-time, and 10 unanswered points in the second half see them lead. Now, who can finish this game off? Still finely balanced. You still feel there's a couple of scores left in this match. Rob Burrow finds Wayne McDonald. McDonald at dummy half. Finds Matt Adamson. Ball security is the key in this game now. Gary Conley making the opposition defend attack from inside their own half. Danny Maguire, it's come off a Hull player. It's fielded though by Steve Prescott, who's brought down on the halfway line. Great tackle by Mark Calderwood. Such a determined tackler at Mark Calderwood. It's rare that his man gets away from him. Greenhill. Tackled by Ferner, looking to get the offload away. Well done, Dave Ferner. Drives him back. Treaster finds King. He runs at Sinfield. Bumps out the initial tackle of Sinfield, but Jamie Jones Buchanan and Wayne McDonald are there to complete. Treaster finds Graham Horn. He kicks through. It's a high one. Francis Cummins underneath it. Francis Cummins fields it, then comes back through. Tackled by Toa Koilov. Keith Senior in centre field. Stepped and Treaster slipped, but as he came back across, he slipped himself in turn. This is Chris McKenna. Good running from the big Aussie. Up to the 30-metre line. Rob Burrow. Jamie Jones Buchanan. Up to the 40-metre line. Burrow to Furner. Furner gets through the initial tackle. Still going Dave Furner. Up over the halfway line. It's the last tackle now for Leeds. Duneman chases up on him quick. Goes through. Colin Best has to run back. Francis Cummins is charging down on Colin Best. Rob Burrow's there as well, and as is Andrew Duneman. 12 minutes remain. The Rhinos lead by 2. Adamson and Duneman pull down the Hull fullback. Greenhill eventually earns himself a well-earned rest. Carvel, who's just on, tackled by Wayne McDonald. Treaster finds Chris Chester. He fires out wide to Prescott. He's tackled by Calderwood though. Last tackle now. Chester kicks through. Gary Connolly's chasing it back. It skips and falls just on the try line. Gary Connolly spinning in the tackle. Sean Ryan comes in over the top. Gary Connolly's had some rough treatment tonight. Andrew Duneman gets the offload from Keith Senior. Rob Burrow, dummy half. Rob Burrow charging upfield. Maguire onto Furner. Furner looking to get through the gap. Spins and falls on the halfway line. Could do no more about it. Jamie Jones onto Kevin Sinfield. He finds Chris McKenna. Chris McKenna into centre field, looking for a gap. Does well to make an extra couple of metres. The last tackle now. Burrow at dummy half. Finds Kevin Sinfield. Sinfield kicks across the ground. Horn has to pick up. Horn eventually meets Maguire on the 20-metre line, and Maguire and Duneman are able to tackle the Hull fullback. 10.5 minutes remain. This is Colin Best. Slips and he's tackled by Keith Senior, but manages to get the ball away to Richard Horn. Cook finds Chris Chester. Chester gets the ball away to Yeaman. He's pulled down on the halfway line. Good tackle by Rob Burrow. Carvel tackled by Jamie Jones. 2 former Leeds academy players played in the same side. Little chip kick goes through it and about favourably for Connolly. Cool, calm and collected. Snatches the ball into his grasp. Calderwood finds Jamie Jones. Up to the 20-metre line. Burrow onto Senior. Senior flips the ball back to Connolly. Connolly, gap opens up in front of him. Adamson and McDonald make way for McDermott and Bailey, and this is Barry McDermott leading his team forward. Sinfield going for a 40-20, well inside his 40. Is the ball going to carry? No, it's going to hold up. Mark Calderwood's there, Richard Horn's there as well, and Calderwood pulls him down. Prescott. Graham Horn going off for Hull. Adam Mayer tackled by McKenna. Kevin Sinfield's boots come off. Carvel. Andy Last goes from dummy half. Tackled by McKenna and Dunham. It's the last tackle now. Inside the 40, Treaster kicks through. Francis Cummins collects it, runs it back into centre field. Burrow onto McDermott. McDermott bumps out of the first tackle of Treaster. He's over the halfway line when tackled by Andy Last. Barry McDermott penalised for a swinging arm. And Hull, they go for the quick tap. Paul King tackled by Ryan Bailey. This is Sean Ryan. Andy Last finds Chester. Chester back inside to Coelove. Coelove running in front of his own players. Bailey pulls him down eventually. 15 metres out from the last line. Andy Last gets the ball away to Chester. Inside ball to Adam Mayer. He's tackled by Kevin Sinfield. Carvel tackled by Furner. Ball's come out. Chris McKenna's got it. Chris McKenna drives it upfield. Good work by the big Aussie. His side leads. No dramas. Connolly flips it back to Burrow. He's tackled by Carvel. Sinfield to McDermott. He'll want to make amends for giving away that penalty before. This is Ryan Bailey now. He's up to the 40-metre line. Good work from Leeds. Burrow finds Duneman. Duneman looking for the 40-20 now. Well, there's been plenty of efforts for it today, but it's just going to bounce. Is it going to hold up? It'll hold up in goal. Colin Best has to field it. Francis Cummins is there. Can they get him in touch? KC is there as well. Leeds penalised. It appeared that Colin Best didn't stop moving at any point there. Sean Ryan now. Key Senior with a tackle. Andy Last finds Chester. Inside ball to Gareth Carvel. Jones and Bailey in there on Carvel. Good tackle from them two. Cook gets the ball out wide to Colin Best. Colin Best tackled by Keith Senior. This is Last. Finds Chester. Chester running at the Leeds defence. Coelove steps inside Maguire, but Maguire is able to pull him down. Horn finds Cook. Cook over the top to Colin Best. Colin Best goes round Francis Cummins. Dave Furner's there as well. Dave Furner drags him into touch. Well, Colin Best got away with it last time, but this time Leeds make no mistake. 11,273 inside Headingley tonight on a wet, extremely wet evening. Doom had to take that on his knees. Sinfield on to James Buchanan. Burrow to McDermott. Runs it up. Eventually pulled down by Carvel. Burrow to Sinfield. Sinfield kicking early, looking for the 40-20. It's certainly got the direction. If it's not a 40-20, Mark Calderwood's there. It's a knock-on. Fantastic chase by Mark Calderwood, and it's as good as a 40-20. The chase from Mark Calderwood was absolutely fantastic. Richard Horn claims that he was interfered with by Calderwood, but the referee had no hesitation in awarding the head and feed to Leeds. Mark Calderwood making that kick as good as a 40-20 with a superb chase. Well, Mark Calderwood has to be on for man of the match here tonight. A fantastic game. This is Duneman, but is the result still yet to be decided? Connolly finds Maguire. Maguire onto Senior. Senior's knocked it on though, and so Hull get the ball back. This is Last to Carvel. Last finds Chester. Onto Mayer. Mayer looking for a gap. Well tackled by Jamie Jones and Chris McKenna. 3.5 minutes remain. Kirk Eamon brought down on the 40-metre line. Still time for this game to be won by Hull. This is Treaster. Tackled by Maguire and Bailey. Last, onto Cook. Cook finds Corey Love. He's tackled by Ferner and McDermott. Leeds mustn't give a penalty away here. Last, onto Treaster, inside to King. King runs at his own man. Then tackled by Ferner. Last tackle now. Treaster kicks to the corner. Mark Calderwood's underneath it. The chase is there from Prescott. And Mark Calderwood's fielded it. A fantastic catch by Mark Calderwood. And now he breaks downfield. And he's just caught, pulled down. Well, great attack and defence there, exhibited by both teams. This is Chris McKenna. 2.5 minutes remain. The Rhinos have the ball. Burrow to Bailey. Bailey tackled by Sean Ryan. Rob Burrow finds Duneman. Duneman inside ball to Ferner. Ferner tackled by Carvel. If Leeds could score a try now, it would seal it. Maguire onto Sinfield. Sinfield kicks through. Chase is on by Calderwood. It skids across the turf though. Just too much weight on it. Minute and a half remain. King takes the tap himself. Tackled by Ferner and Maguire. Leeds mustn't give away a penalty in a piggyback Hull downfield. This is Sean Ryan. He's tackled by Bailey. Ball's come back to Corey Love. Corey Love runs at Kevin Sinfield and Jamie Jones. Treaster finds Cook. He fires out wide to Chester. He's tackled by Sinfield. Leeds mustn't give a penalty away. Last. Tackled by Duneman. A minute remains. This is Chester. Gets it round the back to Carvel. Carvel's going downfield. Can he get the offload away? He does indeed. Hull charging towards the Leeds line. Duneman in with the saving tackle. Chester goes to Cook. Gets it round the top. It's knocked down by Carl. It's picked up now by Francis Cummins. Francis Cummins penalised for offside. And so, with time running out, well, Steve Prescott has a penalty. Well, Hull have just moved that ball a good 5 metres inside from where the penalty was originally given. Well, time's run out. If Steve Prescott kicks this penalty, Hull have drawn this game. So Prescott the Hull number one, kicking towards his own fans. This game will get a share of the points. There's no time left on the clock. Big pressure kick now for Steve Prescott, and one he slots right between the uprights. And that's the drawn game, 10 points apiece.